We'd like to welcome everyone to another episode of the Gangster Chronicles podcast. I'm with my dog, man. What's happening?
Yeah, what's cracking?
And tonight we have one of our, I like to say, friend of the show, one of the most legendary lyricists of our time.
Cheer.
The narrator.
Nigga. For
RB
real.
To the motherfucking
W's up, man. You do know that. So, yeah, we here to support the homies and everything love.
Yeah, we kind of kicking this off, man. We probably had the coldest motherfucking interview that never came out ever, dog, because the sound got fucked up and everything. Over at the homies' crib, it was the ambiance, the so-called ambiance was right. We had the fire crackling in the background that warped over the sound and shit.
But you know the Almighty, he don't never make mistakes, meaning he said something probably about that. Maybe it was a vibe or something that somebody else would have seen it and took it the wrong way. Or
yeah,
maybe,
for real.
And you never know. So the Almighty was like, yeah, we don't put the kibosh on this. Y'all gonna try it again. Y'all keep on practicing till you perfect the craft. But I see what you're doing, but not this one. Till then nigga static all in.
Yeah, for sure, man. I know you about a happy motherfucker right now, though, dog.
Why is that?
Because some of them classic albums about to start hitting them DSPs pretty soon, man.
Yeah, bro. I mean, I don't get all excited because, you know, if you've been on a roller coaster ride that I've been through from Death Row, there ain't no excitement. I believe shit when it go ahead and circles and come back down and lands on earth with all 10 toes on the earth. Then that's when it matters. You know, it's a lot of hearsay and conjecture and speculations and yada yadas and whatnot.
Are you waiting for that? Like a lot of us artists,
I've been telling
you know, everybody been hitting. You know, I've been getting the emails, you know, from lawyers and everybody. Hey, we can send the the cease and desist letters and all that shit. They coming out the woodworks right now.
They coming out the woodworks on me too. But I have been telling people since a long time ago. I would say 29 years ago. Hold on. My bad, y'all. Who's this? Oh, man. Yo, I'm doing the interview right now, homie. What's happening? Okay, that's what's up. I'm going to call you back, though. Fuck, man.
That's how it is. You RBX.
Yeah, okay, so where was we at, man?
We was talking about, man, that just, you know, these catalogs coming back to the DSPs, people getting their rights back and everything.
I was telling Cass from day one when Cass was like, ask for your change at when I was kind of doing bad, when I was putting my CDs on the block and, you know, niggas was talking. I mean, what's wrong with that nigga? He Nigga must have got over on him. In all honesty, they didn't. I didn't sell my publishing. That's why I was one of the number one enemies. He ain't sell no publishing. We can't eat off of X because he ain't give us no dibs in his publishing, so we not putting him on this, that, and that. That's what happened.
So let's elaborate a little bit, man. For those that don't know, because we talking to a lot of people that don't know how the music industry really functions. For y'all that don't know, your publishing is your writer's portion of a song. That's your mailbox money. That's your actual intellectual property that you have in the song.
That's how you live.
Your writers and all that stuff, all that good shit.
When you want to get groceries, you want a hamburger without, it's probably going to come out one of those checks that come to the mailbox. You know, a lot of cats don't know when they get into the game. Like, I didn't know. I had a homegirl that told me a few things. She was like, don't be giving up this, don't do that, and don't sign this paperwork. I said, okay, so that's what's up. In certain situations, I think I was more naive and stubborn than actually knowing what was going on. Because I just felt in my heart of hearts like, homie, if I make that skateboard and put them wheels on it, that's my skateboard. So if you come down here talking about you want to swoopty my hoopty, well, you got to get permission from me. I made that skateboard, homie. And I felt the same thing about the writing. Like, hold on. Why am I going to give you all the money for the stuff that I wrote? And then when Cass was giving me their logic on that, it wasn't making sense. Oh, it's, you know, that's how it's done. I'm like, that's how it's done where?
But was this the label? Was this?
This was talking about
asking for publishing.
This is the row. I ain't finna put nobody. I ain't finna say nothing. But it was the row, and they was like, yeah, you got to pay the row. You got to get a row your publishing, and I'm like, no.
Well, a lot of
I ain't never agreed to that.
I think the era from music from day one with labels and artists and whatever, labels always sought after securing your publishing.
Yeah.
You get me? It was another way for them to secure
slavery.
That, so I think it was every label's approach as far as signing an artist to try to secure their publishing, because that's that long withstanding money. And I think everybody went through that undercut shit of trying to get your publishing,
And it was a thing. Taking your publishing was a thing.
So did you face a lot of resistance by not giving up your publishing?
Yeah, I faced a lot of resistance because everybody was like, X, when you was hearing all the nasty shit about me. And that was done so I wouldn't be out there doing my own thing, gloating and flossing in front of them with the chains that I'm getting off mine, because I don't have to give mine to this cat. Mm-hmm. Be honest with you, when Dre I would say Dre had just got I think it was Suge had went and bought a 2-door black joint. And Dre had the brown joint. He had speakers all down the side of that joint. Stupid. I was like, oh. I made a couple moves and I ran and got me one. This was about years before none of the homies was starting to see their money. And the only reason I was able to do that because I didn't give it up. I was like, nah, I'm not. And I told some people we can speak, and they think they was like, well, can I get a percentage of it? And then I start thinking that might be feasible, but once you start that, it's like it's all bad. Once you get somebody in the door, now they in your house. Mm-hmm. I ain't giving up no publicity because now you gotta wait until they contract, until they think that the terms have been sufficient, and you go your way and they go their way. They're gonna be in your mix for forever.
Well, what's going on with the catalog right now with the whole, because we talking in specific, the Chronic catalog, man.
Well, the Chronic right now is at Interscope, from what I'm hearing. And by all accounts, they striving to get things 100 with all the individuals. Like, they want all the nefarious entities up out of there. Now, wherever it was at, it was some people that had their hands in the cookie jar. Well, when it got pulled down, they was no longer able to, and they ain't had the power to pull it up. They was just some entities, Mm-hmm. I know for a fact when we was writing that joint, it was only three folks in the building, Dre, Snoop, and myself. Then we go look at it, and it's time to get paid. It's about 8 writers on there. Now, surely you gonna have people getting paid or writers for the sample. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? But for the actual writing, and that was me and Snoop.
Did they credit you for writing? So do you have songs that's ready to come up?
Let me write, yeah.
Okay.
Let me write.
So has anybody contacted you on stuff about, that's finna come up to date, and what's your ownership percentage and all of that?
50%.
So you wrote
25%, 12 and 12, 12.5, 12. Yeah, I'm on my tenant nose. It's just that this situation has been going on for a while, and it's like Charlotte's Web. And when you're going in there and striving to make it correct, you can't just go in there and you got all, like I said before, the nefarious entities that with they convoluted in weird ways. When they was on their way out, they put their little kibosh on. They not gonna make it easy for nobody coming after them. So the people that come after them, it's not going to be no 5 or 10 people. You're going to have to get a whole crew to come in and administrate this whole mess.
Because it's still a real valuable catalog.
Oh, it's
a real valuable piece of catalog.
Mega valuable, but you got to get it right. And I think that's what this is Dre's baby.
So Dre, just so I got this clear and we not out here spreading no false information, Dre has the rights to the Chronic. He bought the rights back. That's his album now, right?
It's always been his album as far as I'm concerned, but yeah, that's the word, you know. And the reason I'm saying that is because
you can now pull it up on stream,
right? And that's why I'm saying it.
Couldn't listen.
My
to
folks
the
is now striving
on
to
like Spotify or Pandora.
It was
or
gone.
Anything.
It was gone.
You could never listen to any of it.
And my bottom line was crushed because of that. Like I'm gonna keep it a buck. Like, you know, I go out and do my little hustling thing, and that's all good. But the mainstay and the bread and the butter was my Chronic stuff. You dig? So when
you was making a nice piece of money off of that,
right? When you get to messing with my bread and butter, it's a problem. But then I understood why. I didn't at first. Till one of my cats called me, was like, "Calm down. You're gonna have to bite the bullet."
They had to get everything right. They had to get the administration right.
We striving to do that now.
Okay.
So it wasn't really. It ain't nothing that my folks did bad. It ain't nothing nobody did sideways.
Well, usually it ain't something that usually it ain't people all the time trying to be foul. Sometimes it's just people not having a thorough understanding of the business at the time.
What's going on. Yeah. Now it's just not.
Yeah, because a lot of us just got into the business blind like a motherfucker.
A motherfucker.
Just to be able to just go into the studio and make music.
A motherfucker and slide to the counter. Remember the counter was popping just to go. I'm slide up in there with $500. Nigga, I'm getting fits.
I mean, you really wasn't too knowledgeable about
back in the day,
publishing and all that shit, you know.
No.
We was just young cats who was trying to look to get in the studio and try to make it out of the motherfucking situation.
And if my homegirl had not said, don't give it up, who knows what would have happened. But she said, whatever you do, X, don't sell nobody your publishing. I said, no. She said, no, that's your money. You don't need that. I said, well, so when cats came at me, in a way, twisted kind of way, that really put the red flags up. Like, you know how that go. Like, I like that nigga. Okay, nigga. I don't like the way that went down there. You definitely ain't getting shit. That's what happened.
Because you never, after the Chronic, you went and signed with Dre at Aftermath when he left, right?
Yeah.
And then you left Dre and you went on because I remember you was on the Attack for a minute. For a little hot second, you was throwing some darts.
Not really. I was just always being an MC. We was always, that's the camp we came in, you dig? You always had to be on toes with any MC. So if
you just felt like it was friendly competition.
It was just all
friendly competition.
Yeah, it was friendly competition. It was like the way I took things. Like if I played football or we was playing football and I played for Pittsburgh and you played for whoever you played for and you was running the rock, I'm gonna try to knock your face off, homie. But after the game is over, when I see you at the club, it's all good. And some people don't take it like that. They took when I went at them or when I was doing my thing, they took it, RBX is tripping. I really wasn't, but I don't really care how they take it no more. I mean, whatever. If you,
you just feeling like
I'm just not
busting,
right, bro. Listen, I'm thinking like this, bro. If you doing your thing and I'm over there trying to do my thing with you, and you ain't got the money to pay me or you ain't in a position where you can, but I gotta go do this over here, then I gotta go where I can provide for myself.
Right.
That's not now this nigga doing this, I don't think so. Now we better put the box on this nigga. Now you an enemigo. No, stupid. I ain't got nothing but love for you. However, you ain't able to hold me down correctly in the way I feel like I need to be held down. So you stay right here. I'm going to go over here and handle my business so I'm able to, the crib.
I mean, it's that scenario of,
And that, so now,
well, when am I getting? You know what I'm saying? When it's my turn to get shit?
I ain't even really tripping on that. It's like, okay, I can't eat here. You want a nickel and dime, my brother?
So basically, that was what happened.
Yeah,
right?
Yeah.
I want to put out a project.
They was like,
hold the brakes on.
Oh yeah,
we're gonna make sure you got a couple of. We're gonna make sure you got a bologna sandwich and some potato chips, but then.
After that, you don't get no juice box. You don't get no cookies. Now, you been in jail because they had a sandwich and don't have a juice box. Nigga, you grumpy. Because fuck you mean?
Yes, indeed.
I need a juice box, my nigga. The sandwich, all that shit is good, but you going to need your juice box and you going to need your apples too. And your oranges. Be 3 o'clock in the morning and you dehydrated, nigga. You going to wish you had that orange. Or that apple. Hey, so that's all I'm saying.
Let me ask you this, X. Do you think by you and Suge playing ball together at UNLV, your relationship was a little bit different?
Yeah.
Because I noticed the other cats didn't tend to give him that resistance that you did.
I don't know about all that. I mean, I don't know. You know, I think we probably took shit a little further than if I had been just a normal artist that didn't have that background. Mm-hmm. You understand me? So, but he also knew that I knew who he was and he knew who I was, and I wasn't even about that life. I ain't never been no super out weirdo, like nigga whoop, nah, homie. But I was always defensive. If you bring it to my yard, then you better be ready to. You brought that over here, nigga. You can. I mean, I'm from Long Beach, so I know how to do what it can do what it do.
Let me ask you this, and I don't think nobody ever asked you before. Did y'all ever tussle?
Yeah, we got him.
Oh, you and Suge actually scrapped?
Yeah. What? Ding, ding, ding. Nigga, get these hands. For the gang time, wrestle, all that. Kicked, nigga, threw helmets. See, my whole thing, when I used to fight, back in the days, and I'm like, usually it was offensive linemen. First thing we do, we lock. We lock. We lock. Nigga, I got him lock. I go to kicking the motherfucker. Boom, 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 because we lock. Boom. I go to straight kicking them. Oh man, yeah, we was there all the damn time, bro. All the damn time, and it wasn't like. Nothing personal. We way out there balling for real.
Do you think it was his football attitude different than his death row attitude?
No, not really. Sugar Bear was Sugar Bear. And the reason I gotta say Sugar Bear, because everybody why do you call him Sugar Bear? Sugar Bear is a name that I got from one of my player partners, David Hollis. David Hollis, Gardena Denver Lane. Played at Gardena High. He came up there. Suge was coming from El Camino. Boo, boo, boo. The LA thing. Suge was out there doing this shit, and they was talking about how sweet Suge's feet was, because they was. Sugar Bear was, and they couldn't do nothing with him, and that's how he got the name Sugar Bear. Well, Sugar Bear got broke down to Suge. And then Suge Knight turned into something else when he started rap, when we got to this rap thing. But that's how it all came about. So it was always all love. You dig? All my niggas from Anthony Blue, shout out to him. You dig? Hot Dog, Charles Demery. These is all cats that went to Keenan McCardell. You know, Randall, Ick. You dig? So,
X, I want to ask you a question, man. You know, me and you have some conversations sometimes offline about just the whole spiritual warfare that be going on in this, you know, just this industry, the little dark stuff, man. Do you think, man, at a time, especially the 90s, especially that time period that we was in, man, you know, the late 90s, man, the early 2000s and stuff, man, do you think it was like a satanic influence going around a little bit, man?
don't know if no. If it was, I ain't know nothing about it because we was rebuking Satan at my house. My mom and my aunties rebuking everything we could. I would say more so now, now than when we was growing up. Because right now, shit is a way out.
A lot of the moms and a lot of the households was really church infested.
You wasn't gonna do none of that crazy,
none of that satanic, none of that crazy shit.
You would have been able to come in with painted nails, and you wouldn't have got. You would have got beat down and sent to an institution.
Painted black nails.
They would have been like, "Oh, your little cousin, me." I would have had a crew of my little cousins would have put. They not my little cousins, some of my big cousins too would pull up and say, "Oh yeah, cuz I heard you with your black nails and shit, we finna beat the brakes up." Yeah, cuz we can holler at you, cuz
the whole family.
Oh my God, cuz what you
back then,
like, nigga? What you into, cuz like on the set? I don't know about none of that shit, cuz you do, nigga. You gonna take that shit up off you, or you.
Hey, you know what?
Now it's called freedom of expression.
Yeah,
freedom of expression.
But see, they didn't have this. They didn't have all them laws and non-binary and none of that stuff when we was growing up, nigga. You gonna get your ass beat.
Yeah, it was crazy. It's getting crazy right now.
Nigga still say, yeah.
This get crazy.
No, nigga, the fuck?
That nigga said, we didn't have none of that shit.
There was a whole bunch of shit. And that's the shit, X, I'm talking about, though, man, because you hear these stories now, man, of people of all the cats that was messing, I guess, with the young girls and shit back then, and they just coming up, the stories is coming up now, and it was just a whole bunch of messiness. But you know what, we ain't gonna get into all that.
Yeah, I don't know where that side came.
We ain't gonna get into all that.
I'm from the Long Beach. He started Long Beach. You gonna build my show on the
next, you know what I'm saying? We'll for sure go somewhere else, man. You know, during that time, man, you wound up writing one of the biggest songs that was on there, which was "Let Me Ride." That was supposed to be your record at first, right? That was your joint at first, right?
Yeah.
Is it a version out there with your vocals on it somewhere?
No, I wasn't. I mean, I probably could have. My folks broke it down to me like, "X, you own this, you can do." No, I really felt in my heart.
Was it a song you had already?
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
And everything. So what did you do? Just present it to him?
No, I actually was talking to Snoop, you know, and I was, you know, I always wanted to kind of. I never thought, "Oh, nigga, I'm so hard, I could just do some shit." And I never thought that. I always wanted to feed something off some of my loved ones. Mm-hmm. So that's basically what I was doing. And it was a beat playing. I don't think I was actually talking to Dre. I was talking to Snoop about creeping down the back street on these. I got cock, the niggas want these. No sooner as I said it, that nigga Dre said, "What is that?" I said, "Oh, just a joint I was thinking about." He was like, "Nigga, do you know?" He said, "We gotta talk." He said, "X, you know that if I take that and finish the song, y'all finish that song today, nigga, the album done." We have been working on the Chronicles for a long ass time. And they hear Dr. Dre, to hear Dre say the album was done. Nigga, you can have that song, cuz. We done. I'm going to write another one for me. Don't even trip. But the homie want that, give it to him.
Shit, that was a good look, though.
Give it to him.
That was a good look. Did you anticipate it was going to turn out to be as big as it did?
I give it to him. No. I had no idea the Chronicles was going to be as big as it is. I didn't know nothing. I was just being my nigga.
You was just doing
my nigga. My nigga saying, "Hey, man, we need you to come through RBX." Okay, cuz I got you. I wasn't in it. My heart, I didn't know nothing about it. As a matter of fact, I sat on I was at Dre house. We was in Calabasas, and me and DLC was talking. OC say, I just listened to the album in its entirety, and it's a motherfucker. And then I was like, Then And he said, what you think it's going to do? I don't know. I said, maybe 500,000 copies. Maybe platinum, maybe gold. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. That's what we strive for.
You know, we were,
yeah.
I said, gold or platinum. I said, it's a good little ditty. I thought it was hot. But I thought for me to say, oh, nigga, we finna be 25 times platinum would have been some bullshit. Because I never...
your mind wasn't even thinking that high.
I couldn't. I mean, I'm thinking that high, but for other artists in the other genres, you did. I'm thinking rap don't do that. I'm thinking more like some Whitney type shit. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? I'm like, yeah, rap ain't. We ain't finna do no 5 million, nigga. That's crazy. And nigga DOC said, shit, nigga, that's Dr. Dre, nigga. I just listened to the record. He said, nigga, that record bang from the beginning. He said, it's going to be about a 5-6 million joint. I said, oh, see, you want some bullshit, nigga. Hit the weed, my nigga.
Well, nigga said, nigga, you tripping, nigga. Hit the weed, nigga.
And that shit blew the fuck up, nigga. Like,
when did you realize that it was some shit, though?
When it dropped that Tuesday and I went to Venice Beach with the homegirl Thursday, and every motherfucking car had the Chronic that we pulled up when we got off the motherfucking freeway. As soon as we got off the freeway and started heading toward the beach, every time we pull up, I said, okay, all right, probably every fucking car, and I'm like, that's kind of odd, like, every car, the lowriders, the essays, the Filipinos, like everybody.
You ain't pull up on nobody when they was playing your verse.
Yeah, I did a few times, and it was weird because you be wanting to be like, that's my shit. But ain't nothing you can
7
do.
execution style
and I just
murders.
Be like, what? Well, I had never witnessed a blow up like that, and it was blowing the fuck up. We drove all the way down. Everybody was bumping the Chronic. Everybody. Then we got to the beach, and motherfuckers walking down the boardwalk with the Chronic and doo-doo. I'm like, what? Nobody know who I am, though. Nobody knows shit. I'm just walking on. We just, me and the honker, we'll go get something to eat, look at some pictures, get back in the car, we driving back, and it's the same shit. And I'm like,
yeah, because it wasn't like niggas had pictures and shit, and this is RBX, and this is Dad.
I didn't know who I was. I was just hearing all this music going on, and I'm like, wow.
Yeah, we quite wasn't in the era that we in right now. Everything is
everywhere. Social media.
Yeah, we had none of that.
Click on.
We ain't had none of that. We had none of that. And then I think I got to the house and we was listening to Kurt Loder on MTV, and he was talking about the Chronic, and I'm like, Chronic, yeah. And I just took it. I was like, yeah. I was on that record. I didn't have no idea what it was gonna do. I didn't know.
When you got your first plaque, what you say?
I didn't go get it.
You didn't go get it? You still ain't got your plaques? X, you got to go get those, my nigga.
In my life, nigga, I was at the back of the counter swap meet with Mel Tweet and nigga with Daddy V, nigga, and trying to drop off some work, cuz me going up to that student to pick up this shit, for what? It wasn't gonna do nothing for me.
There wasn't no money.
It wasn't not a dime.
There wasn't no money.
They was like, you gonna go get your Grammy plaque? Nah, I'm not.
Niggas, I gotta eat, nigga.
Yeah, I said, I'm out here on these streets and shit. I said, when I get to Hollywood, and one day now I think I talked to them, and they was like, well, you got to do this, and you got to show and prove you. Then we can give you the plaques. Yeah, we got you. We got this. We got one with 18, and I thought, well, I'm taking care of my grandmama right now, my nigga. What I'm gonna do with all this shit?
Ain't no money.
I can't put this shit, and then I gotta store this shit. This is a whole bunch of shit. When was it this shit? I'll get this shit later. I'll probably get it later. One day I have them fix me some shit when I get my crib, and I think
motherfucker look up and like all these accolades of shit.
Yeah, when I post up,
I was getting 7 cents.
I was moving the groove. That shit wasn't. It wasn't for me. I mean, I got the awards and I sure enough appreciated everything you did. Mm-hmm. It just did. I go get it later.
You know what though? Y'all had some dope ass moments over there, dog. You remember that You was at the Source Awards that year. That's the year that Quick was up on stage doing the bullshit, came with his little bullshit. That shit must have been a motherfucker that year, dog. Pressure cooker that year. How many niggas was you with in the audience, eh? I know you probably had all of
about 10 dudes.
You probably had the whole hood up in that motherfucker, didn't you?
I flew about 10 dudes out there. It was just tension time because it wasn't even for the fact of Quick and Death Row and all that. It was New York. You get me? It was just being in New York, man, I never, I got along with a lot of motherfuckers in New York. To this day, man, New York motherfuckers is like, I've had so much respect from niggas in New York and dudes I've worked with and all that, but it was tension around then. You know what I'm saying? And then we were some gang banging ass niggas and shit, and when you feel like, I always felt like New York was like, they looked at us a little differently because how we represented hip hop. You know what I'm saying? And even though we had our rappers, you know what I'm saying? We had young MCs and we had motherfucking hieroglyphics and, we had Souls of Mischief and Dale the Funky Homo Sapien. And then we had dudes like, we had Cypress Hill and we had, we had shit outside. We had shit outside of just CMW and Dre and X and whatever. But
there was a lot of parody on the West Coast.
Yeah, we had
there was a lot of parody.
Definitely. We had diversity on the West Coast, but our standout was our shit. You get me? Our standout was that struggle neighborhood rap. You get me? So,
and that's what I clicked to.
Going to New York was always tension because we always felt like we were looked upon like slightly down.
Gangbangers.
And we were just, and like I said, I used to go to New York all the time. It was hard niggas in New York.
Let me ask y'all this. Did anybody out there disappoint y'all? Like, because, I heard there was motherfuckers out there booing niggas and all kind of shit. Was it anybody in particular that y'all saw tripping that kind of disappointed y'all?
You talking about
as far as
like the Source Awards,
like at the Source Awards and shit?
Man, at that time, it was just a lot of tension in the audience. Like I said, that was my second Source Award.
I don't even think that was no industry shit though, dog. I think that was like more of the media kind of propelled that shit, dog.
About the tension.
About the East Coast, West Coast shit and all that shit. I don't think that shit was about necessarily
on mine. That never bothered me, the East Coast. That's why me and Chris did the East Coast, West Coast killer. That's what we was talking about. That shit never bothered me. Moreover than that situation, I think when I was moving my CDs on the block and had to incur and run into certain cats and you thought they was going to have love for you and respect the fact that you on the block pushing your line and they don't, Evil E. I'm pushing my line. I'm at Crenshaw. I'm at the barbershop. Wop, whoop, wop. I'll run out of CDs. Hurt my heart. It's 10 cats want CDs. I only got like 4. So I dropped the 4 off. I said, I'm going to go to the car and grab some more. I come back. Evil E think I leave. He was like, man, that's RBX, man. He just fell a long way from grace. He ain't about shit right now. Why he out here selling his CDs? And I didn't have time to explain to him. No, bruh, this is me. I ain't no bum. I got cake. You don't see that beamer outside? Nigga, that's my shit. I said, but this is a way that I can go get my money, do my music the way I want to do my music without some white A&R that don't know nothing about us or our music in our shit. And I can push 1,000 units today. Or if I got a bill, I can push 3. It's whenever I want. And I like the
Did you turn down deals?
Yeah.
Did you have like Atlantics or Epics or
I
Sonys?
had folks was like, X, you could come over here and you have a situation. However, every situation had their little strings. You gonna dance over here, or they was trying to get at me because they was trying to get at some of my folks, or they needed a couple of my folks on the album to make it.
So it was that, we'll sign you if you can get Snoop on the record, or if you can get Dre to do something.
Or if you get the disrespect in this right here, or if you stay on your death row Discord. But what if I want to do something like this? Okay, well, we not going to work because I'm not going to have you telling me that I'm on the streets. I'm on the block every day. I listen to my cats every day, and that's not what you talking about. That's not conducive. I don't know.
Was there any deals that was presented to you that you felt like you should, now that you look back on it, is there any deals that you felt like I should have took that?
No.
So there was no record deals from any labels, we got $1 million, or we got $250 for you, or we got, you didn't feel like, man, let me take this check and go and do these 3-4 albums?
Nah, I mean, we was going to do something. Rest in peace, my brother CPO, the heavyweights, hard in the yard, but they couldn't get the business right.
That was gonna go through Snoop's label, right? Doggy Style.
They couldn't get the business right. I think it was E1 or something. I'm not exactly knowing what really happened, but they couldn't get the business right. And I think Vince was having health issues.
Definitely.
And I was willing to walk with my dog. If I could get him a walker, I'll push that motherfucker. Get him whatever the fuck we gotta do. But I don't think everybody, or some of the people that was supposed to be helping us push this project was all with that. We get a couple joints, Gangster, Nostra, but I don't know, bro. Shit crazy.
Yeah, you think with his health issues, you think that kind of turns some of the people off at the label, kind of?
Yeah, definitely, because they could, this industry don't give no fucks about you, homie. And if you gonna be needy and no, they didn't give a fuck. They just want you on the stage, make that money, woo, 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 getting their money. If anything kind of love and any kind of, that's not what the industry do.
Yeah, because the homie got big.
That's not what the industry do.
Rest in peace, CPO, one of our.
That's not what the industry do.
Yeah, one of our better lyricists from out here, dog.
Okay, that's my nigga.
One of our better lyricists. CPO was tight.
That's my guy. Rest in peace.
CPO was real tight, man. Yeah.
That's crazy, like you said. I bet you a lot of people don't think about, because I don't know, when people look at celebrities, they think celebrities are invincible or some shit like that. Like, I'm pretty sure during your career you done got sick as a motherfucker. Had to go to the doctor.
I had 2 strokes.
How do you feel about, you making all this money for labels and all that shit? Motherfuckers don't have proper health insurance.
They don't have no, they don't.
Yeah, that's crazy.
That's
though.
why.
Do you think like motherfuckers signing to labels and shit? Because I'm pretty sure a motherfucker who work upstairs, who working on the computer and who, getting your posters and your program and shit together.
He got health insurance.
Exactly. But you making a label motherfucking tens of millions of dollars.
I mean, and I think...
Why you gonna think labels offer that to artists when they sign them? That should be put. I'm like, why shouldn't that be put in the contract as part of your contract? Oh, motherfucker, you gonna pay for me some health insurance?
It should for sure be in your contract.
It would be if Cass was enlightened to the fact. I
mean, like I said, because I wasn't.
I wasn't either. I wasn't either. But now they got contracts.
Look here.
Now that they got contracts on you. If you slightly bangy,
why couldn't the motherfucker?
Nigga, they gonna put some insurance on your life, nigga. The fuck?
Oh yeah, they putting they for sure getting insurance on these
on
kids
whatever.
nowadays.
And I mean, you think about it, it really sounds foul. It really does. However, business is foul. Ain't nothing loving in business. So it's a business ploy, a move. If you spending $2 million on a situation, unless you just want to give your money away, that's usually investment. The $2 million, you striving to get $4 million back. 2 you put in plus the 2 you get back. So if you got a situation out there that you investing in, they go crazy and get the wilding out, niggas, they looking out for their interest. Like, oh, this nigga done flipped out. You done pull a gun on this nigga, that nigga, and that. They gonna try to knock your head off. I done invested $2 million in your punk ass. Man, I got to go get some insurance because if they knock this nigga head off, that's how they thinking. They not from the hood, so they not thinking hood. They probably never gonna think hood. So that's what the fuck is going on.
That's crazy. That's crazy as hell that you say that, man. And we got a whole bunch of young brothers losing their life now, man. Like, you know, you just had the little homie from the Migos lost his life.
Right,
Texas,
over some
man.
dumb shit.
The dumb shit. And, you know, you had the young boy that came out here from Philly, P&B Rock, lost his life out here. Rest in peace to both of those kids. And they, you know.
Kids,
though.
I'm thinking, damn, I seen brother. And sometimes I wish I could just hit my little Rolodex and just, man, let me get that nigga number real quick. Hey, homie, you talking real reckless. You in L.A., I don't care how hard you are. There's rules out here. And the last thing you want to do is be on the thing. They ain't hard enough. There's somebody hard enough in L.A.
The era you come from, do you feel responsible?
No, I don't feel responsible.
You don't feel responsible for the music that was created in our era as far as what the youth are doing today. Do you feel responsible for how that happened?
No, I don't.
Because a lot of people push the narrative and say that it's because of our musical influence on those youth back in the days is why shit is so fucked up nowadays.
No.
Because MC8 talked about the hood took him under or drive by Miss Daisy. Snoop talked about
I listened to that shit.
Right.
The hood that took me under Chia. Nigga, I heard you, nigga. I seen you, all that shit. Nigga, that was my shit. Come give some that. That was my shit.
That nigga excellent.
That was a shit, girl. But no, in all honesty, we got to police ourselves and trying to find a scapegoat and a ploy. It was him. No, it wasn't. That era that we talked about was the Rodney King era. And we really wasn't talking about splatting our homies. We was really splatting the cops. I'm gonna keep it a buck because they was the ones beating us in front of the. So these are the ones we was really. That's where a lot of the tension come from. It's not a lot of songs that we was making that we was like, go get arms and go out and kill people that look like you. That wasn't the sentiment. The sentiment was we gonna be hard in yard because they trying to knock us down. Mm-hmm. And we never. It was never.
I think people get it confused because
they not from here.
People get it confused because, you know, if you would take example of songs that I made, nigga struggling, growing up in the hood, like the hood took me under. I think people get it confused because of the tales we told about the situations of our era. You know, when I made songs like that, I basically wanted to describe anyone in general who grew up like I was growing
Long
up.
Beach, Compton, Watts, LA, that shit.
I when I talked about, you know, niggas jumped in the 6 tray and rolled around the corner and got into a drive-by, it's because I'm telling you the scenario of what's happening in my neighborhood. What happens when dudes retaliate?
Yeah, you reporting on your community.
I'm reporting.
Giving you.
I didn't make songs where I said, go to XYZ hood and then look for little doo-doo and then kill little doo-doo. I didn't make songs like, that was seems realistic. Like a lot of the songs nowadays are, you go,
they going straight into Walmart and killing all the checkers.
I'm from 88th Street, and we don't like niggas from
anything less than 88.
Yeah, we don't like niggas from 84th Street. And then there's Juju, and then there's little Pookie, and then there's little Dodo. And
they
then
got all
last night we smoked little Dodo and Whoopty.
And nigga fuck his girl. Nigga, and you fuck your bitch.
I never died, what I'm saying?
Yeah,
and I'm always, and as niggas who claim neighborhoods, you've always had beef. You get me? I don't give a fuck. We had beef with the niggas over there, and you had beef with this neighborhood. But my songs weren't like, hey, niggas in my hood, let's go to that hood over there and let's smoke little JoJo and little Woompty Whoomp. Then we're going to run back to the studio, and then I'm going to get on record, and then I'm going to talk about how little KK smoked little doo-doo, and then we over here, and we smoking on little doo-doo packs right now. It's just so aggressive.
Yeah, these niggas crazy.
It's so aggressive.
I think the aggression is just lost. It's just they don't know what to.
Have you had a nigga? Have you had one of these little? You probably done had it. You probably done had it. Like the aggression that people have on social media now. And they'll come in your DMs and they'll be like, "Oh, nigga, fuck you still. I'll smoke your ass, nigga." Man, I
don't have all that.
It'll be a nigga from Alaska talking about, "Oh, nigga, you come to Alaska, nigga. As soon as you come to Alaska."
You know what I hit him with, my nigga? God bless you, homie.
No, I forgot what it was.
Why are they so angry, though?
I forgot what it was. Some minor shit. And the motherfucker called me and told me, "Oh, you hating on Tupac?" And I said, "No, I'm not hating on Pac. No."
The fans be
I'm trying to tell
be real aggressive nowadays. Just like they say when you go to a basketball game or whatever, and the fans just be like, they be ready to fight you.
For sure.
They talk shit to the players. It's
crazy,
like the level of what fans go through nowadays is like crazy because, like you said, it just be motherfuckers just be willing to take it to that extra level.
You think about it, for the first time in history, a person at home is actually able to reach out
and get at any
and
motherfucker,
have access to you and your life and what you got going on 24 hours a day. In no time, whether it's through your Instagram channel, whether it's through your TikTok, whether it's through your Twitter.
They follow your phone and see where you at.
Can you imagine what a motherfucker could have did back in the days if they could have just picked up the phone or something and called Michael or Prince
That's what I'm saying,
brothers or some shit
Do
like
y'all
that.
remember this? Do you remember when you used to leave your house and you had a phone call you wouldn't know until you got back home?
Oh yeah. I'm gonna tell you the funny thing about nowadays too. When a nigga tells
before voicemail was a step up.
Yeah. But a nigga would tell you today, they will actually get mad if they can't get in touch with you. People have so much access to so much. People have too much access.
Niggas is spoiled.
To where they get mad. Because I had a dude tell me one day, I've been busy. I've been running a lot of stuff going on. Like almost like upset. Like, man, I called you 5 times. Why didn't you? Like, nigga, why do I have to call you back? I don't have to call shit if I don't want to. I loved how it was back in the day because a motherfucker just caught you when they could.
No, pagers. That was the best shit ever. Beat me. Remember that? Hey, Carol, beat me. Then you ain't got to pick your phone up. You turn that motherfucker off. Hell no. Little smiley face upside down. Fuck that. Fuck that. I'll call that nigga. Then you can get at a motherfucker at your prerogative.
People got too much access nowadays.
Right.
And see, I'm gonna tell you.
And that's your problem.
No,
because you let a motherfucker all in your yard. check this out, nigga. That motherfucker ring till it starts smoking.
You know what it is though? Eiht too. These fans really feel like motherfuckers is they friends. Like it's some people really feel like Tupac is they homeboy.
Oh, definitely.
Like, and they riding for him. It's some motherfuckers somewhere right now. Like, fuck RBX. He said this about Tupac. Or fuck Steel. He said this and that. You know, they act like Tupac is their friend, dog. Like it's their homeboy. Yeah, and they know everything about him. They probably done wrote his mama letters. They probably went out and visited the house. The cousins, they support everything. So they really feel like when Glasses did that shit, that Tupac Must Die shit, we was up at 3 or 4 o'clock. We was up to 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning in my crib talking about that. I was like, man, you cannot put this record. You can't put this record out with that title on there. I thought somebody was gonna do something to Glasses, dog.
I mean, because fans get irate.
Yeah, people get, we got crazy emails, dog. Like people talking about, I'm gonna fuck him up when I see him and I'm gonna cut him into pieces. Just crazy shit, dog.
Fans be really irate with
to give you an example of how fanatic it kind of scared me. But I'm built like that. I'm West. When that situation with brother from Inglewood, when he went to and he was talking all them Inglewood niggas is weirdos. He got to the concert and they hit him. I was like, that goes back to that aggressive stance that we spoke on. Back in the days we was coming up, we was talking aggressive, we was talking that shit, and shit used to pop. But right now, with the advent of the social media and shit, you could be in real time with your enemigos, nigga. They outside with, well, come on in then, show me. The fuck? What situation was that? I don't remember.
Well, it's just like you said. Fans and people look at you in different lights, and then you have to learn how to avoid a lot of confrontational bullshit. A lot of us, grew up to where we felt invincible or nobody could whatever, but
now we older.
Yeah, you have to learn how to avoid conflict,
de-escalate,
and you have to learn how to avoid situations that might put you or your people in harm's way. Because, like you said, there's a lot of irate people, who, I like your enemy. Or like you said, I love Tupac. There's nothing you can say about Tupac. There's fans kill celebrities all day.
Fanatical John Lennon.
Don't give a fuck.
John Lennon and the dude that shot him said he loved him.
So that's the position you put yourself in.
And that's the crazy part about it right there.
As far as being or becoming a celebrity.
You dig? He shot him. I love John Lennon.
Crazy, right? Motherfuckers crazy.
Sometimes see, a lot of motherfuckers be thinking celebrities be on some bullshit. Like me, bro. I don't even think people recognize who I am most time. I'll be State of Brothers, Lucky's, Ralph. I'll just move and groove. People stare at me every now and then. I'm moving too fast to stop and kowtow to the bullshit.
Yeah,
but at the same time, I got to keep my eyes up because, like, what's the weirdest shit is when a motherfucker know who you are, but you don't know who they are.
Yeah, LeBron just broke the scoring record.
Yeah.
Oh, he did.
Yeah,
LeBron it took Ohio nigga to come out here for the Lakers. Ohio nigga to come out here for the Lakers to break the NBA scoring record.
It don't matter where you from, it's your brother. Shit, fuck all that, nigga. And he represent the...
Still say, nigga, this
Ohio.
Still say
he tried.
Nigga.
He tried it, cuz. He tried it, then. Yeah, you tried it, cuz. But what he repping, though, cuz? Exactly,
the Lakers.
Exactly.
It'd have been even sweeter if he'd have been the Cavaliers uniform.
I'm still proud for the brother.
No, I'm happy for him.
Yeah, I like Bron be out there trying to do his thing.
For sure.
He ain't.
And you don't never hear his name in no bullshit, though.
Yeah, man, shout out to Bron.
People don't get caught up in bullshit.
Shout out to Bron Breezy.
People learn how to avoid bullshit.
Yeah. I think he's too big.
I'm trying to be that type of motherfucker.
Right.
Hell yeah.
Avoid confrontation. Don't get caught up in no bullshit. When a nigga mention your name, it's always... It's
Bron Breezy. on a whole nother level.
When a nigga mention your name, it's always positive, and it's always
you speak on my boy. You know talk about the floating pool to go around the house. So when you get in the whoop wop whoop and you floating and then you just push the button and it just floats you. Yeah.
X, what the fuck is the whoop wop whoop, my nigga? XBR talk about the whoop wop whoop all the time.
My nigga got his own. That's that own language shit around here. You know what I'm saying? My nigga said when you in the whoop wop whoop rink rink.
Hey, you know what I always want to ask you?
Let's Draw Snitching Productions.
You know what I always want to ask you though, dog? How many times was you signed to Dre?
To Dre?
Yeah.
Once.
Just the one time. So after you left, once you left Death Row, right? And
I never signed to Death Row.
Oh, so you never signed to Death Row?
Fuck no.
So Dre, once Dre got his own situation,
they presented me with everything. I said, I'm sorry, sir, I'm not gonna be able to do it. Now you understand?
That nigga said.
You told the niggas no.
That nigga said,
you wait till you left the building and you told them no.
Nah, nigga.
But they signed, but Snoop signed. So
Snoop wanted to sign.
He wanted to sign.
He wanted to. I didn't want to.
Why you didn't want to?
Because I didn't like the way Suge was handling shit. At first, here go my thing. When we was all family, we was all family. When you get to the point where you talking to niggas like, okay, well, I'm going to have my orders come down. They going to have more. Your orders? How many y'all not your orders, bro? We was just family a minute ago. Now you want to talk that. And the tone became condescending, like you belittling me. Like I'm an artist, like, nigga. Nigga on some bullshit.
Did you see the attitude change?
Yeah, I seen the attitude change. That's why I act like I acted. But I'm here to support my cousin Snoop. That's all I gave a fuck about.
And they probably said that you was like cancerous to the situation.
Yeah, they said that. Yeah, I was all that, my nigga. I don't care. I was striving for righteousness, and sometimes it ain't always comfortable. Because if I seen you finna run into a motherfucking house that's burning, I'm gonna tell you, nigga, you might not want to put them gasoline pants on.
Did you tell Snoop not to sign?
Yeah, I told everybody, nigga. I can say that right here. I say, hey, right now, we pushing the line. We the writers and the artists. I say, we gonna hold Dre down. I say, but Suge and them can't do what they doing. When they give you that paperwork, you supposed to be able to have your lawyer look over it to make sure that the thing is correct.
It was here signed now.
Nigga. And my niggas was thinking, nigga, shit, I'm finna pay some rent, go get me some dope.
So they had
my niggas cut. My niggas say cut.
Was it a check attached to the contract? Huh? Was it a check attached to the contract?
Nigga, wasn't no check. Nigga, it was a pile of motherfucking hundreds.
Yeah?
Yeah, nigga. Come over here, sign this paperwork and get your cha-cha-cha. Niggas was getting cha-cha-cha, sign that paperwork and that 1, 2, 3.
So they was giving niggas some big money?
Some thousands. It wasn't no big money. I had that in my car.
So you just said no one. Right. And everybody looked at you and said, man, he just trying to fuck up everything.
Yeah, RBX, you an asshole.
Nigga, take this 5,000.
Yeah, they take this motherfucker.
That nigga said I ain't going for it. And whenever you niggas don't want to do it for you all kind of cancers and assholes and all kind of shit.
Nigga, you about to be large, nigga. Take take this 40-ounce pack of Newports and this 5,000
nigga, I got 2 coupons for some 40s, nigga. Nigga, I got the hookup with St. Ollie, nigga. Fuck with your boy.
That nigga said, nigga, lawyer. Nigga, if you don't.
What did they say to you when you said no, though, X?
Nigga,
RBX, you was on some bullshit.
You won't, nigga, look.
RBX, you on some bullshit. This you the only nigga going against the grain on the family, nigga. This a family, nigga. This the Death Row family, nigga. Everybody moving and grooving the same kind of way. And while you acting like that, okay, that's what's up. I don't give a fuck what everybody doing. Hold on, man. I'll be right back.
Was you there in the beginning?
Yeah.
What happened to the situation with 3-2 and Big Mike?
Nigga, they was on.
What happened?
Well, through all the shit that we was going through, we was broke too.
Right? Everybody was broke.
Bro.
They was out here living in the apartment.
But they was out here, right. And it was probably about a week and a half before the money popped.
Because they was the jump off. Big Mike and 3T was supposed to be the jump off for Death Row.
Right before the money popped, Lord 3-2 got kind of restless. Big Mike kind of wanted to hang on for another week. He was like, man, we doing it. Lord was like, man, fuck this. I'm out of here, big baby.
That sounds like Lord.
That's my nigga right there.
I'm out of here, big
Rest in peace, my nigga 3-2.
Big baby. Big baby, I'm out this bitch, big baby.
This shit, big baby, I'm out of this
I'm out of here, big baby. RBX, I love you to death, big baby, but I got to go on back to H-Town, big baby. These niggas ain't trying to pay us. And I'm like, I know, my nigga. We was barely making it. You know, I was going up to the studio on the 60, Long Beach Boulevard. Mom stayed by Houghton Park. I used to hop on a boo, we'd slide through. Then I had to slide through Boulevard. That you know, Greenleaf.
Greenleaf right there.
That apartment.
Yeah.
Nigga, they ain't like Insanes and 20s. Well, if they knew I was on that bus would have got disassembled. Yeah. And I rode over there a couple of times, nigga. It'd be gang about 15, 16, 17 CC riders, maybe 10 old hoods. Oh, it's about 40 niggas over there. And I'm from the east side in the wrong area every day. I had to catch my bus, whoop, 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 and be up there putting the chronic in. You know, niggas was laughing at me, thinking it wasn't ever going to work. Why the fuck is she going up there on the bus? For some strange reason, I said, oh, maybe we going to make it. I didn't know we was going to make it or not. I just knew that was something to do other than just hanging out, going to hang out with the homies.
And the nigga working with Dr. Dre.
Yeah, I thought that was better. Better than just hanging out.
When you kids, same shit with me. Everything was the hood.
Yeah.
Everything. I'm talking about from the time you wake up in the morning, you go to the hood, you're hanging out all day, you're eating with niggas, you kind of piece up on
a Philly,
piece up on this,
on some chicken cut. Let's go half on a 5-piece,
and you really be feeling like this is life, like
that's some real shit.
This is life for us. You know what I'm saying? Niggas gonna sell a couple of little crack pieces. We gonna piece up on some. We gonna piece
anything. You gonna always get
some 40s and shit.
Nigga always get a double up 200.
When you like, the same shit happened for me when I met Slip in them, and I got introduced to the studio. And nigga, I would go over there, and niggas get to turning on shit and hitting buttons, and there's the microphone, and there's the beats going. It was just something that just like, I tried to like hood, but it just got to turning because I'm like, man, niggas over here ain't doing nothing there. We
no,
nigga, and it's 8 of us on the block. We all got packs. And nigga, ain't but one car coming at a time. So we all trying to hit the car at once. And nigga, look at my shit.
No,
nigga, look at my shit. Let
me tell you where that went down the worst at. Santa Fe. On Santa Fe, back by them back apartments, by the post office. Niggas would come and throw their whole store in your car. And we used to drive off. Like, no color.
I mean, we was grimy. Life was greedy back then.
We was grimy.
But like I said,
it was when we had morals. It was morals.
We had morals because a lot of us had mamas still in the house.
It was morals and backbones. You wasn't doing the shit they doing nowadays.
Like I tell motherfuckers, you had no hope of nothing else.
Right.
This is it right here. This it. Right? So when you latched on to that, niggas at the studio, you go to that motherfucker once and that bug catch you.
And then you get, you doing get everything. One check and you get one real check.
I didn't get no check. I was just fascinated.
I got a check.
Coming from the block, I was fascinated to go to the studio and see the shit develop. Like you said, it was another interest from. I'm gonna go to the block today and hang out.
And what else?
Right. That was the routine. Now it's like I'm going to Slip House. This nigga my turntables and he DJing and then he knew rappers. You get me? So I'm coming over a little banged out nigga trying to see and nigga, it's actual rappers walking in and they making songs and getting on the mic and I'm sitting there interested. Like it was another interest and that's what turned. You know what I'm saying? And you had hood niggas like nigga, I start showing up to the hood. Usually it was Trag New Park sweatshirts and then now you know I'm wearing Compton's Most Wanted shit and rap shit. Niggas is like, what the fuck is that shit?
I'm branding
where's
myself.
Your neighborhood shit?
When nobody,
why you got CMW on your shirt? Why you ain't got Trag New on your shirt?
But then the same niggas. But listen, I remember that, and then all of a sudden they'll see a motherfucking movie come on, and they'll see Eiht. They hear Eiht songs like that's the. Don't nobody say yeah like cheer. That's Eiht. All that shit start happening. Then you start transforming the street shit, the Trag News and the whoop wop whoop from Compton. Most one like this nigga starting to brand yourself. Cuz it's getting big. I remember when you was funking with Cuz.
Oh yeah.
I was like, oh okay, they funking. Black Tone, my nigga. Quick, my nigga. You was my nigga. Remember, right? Every time I said I ride through every Compton kill every rapper except Eiht. I said this is back in the day.
Yeah, you sure did.
I'm at All-Star getting some dating fixed or something. All of a sudden I get rolled down on by like 8 niggas for what? Yeah, nigga. Ain't you that nigga? What nigga? The nigga RBX. Yeah, I'm RBX. Yeah, nigga, you said you would smash every whopper in Compton except Eiht. And what you say about Watts? I said, nigga, I smashed, nigga. I told him the whole, nigga, it was a rap verse, homie.
Yeah, niggas took shit personal.
I said it was a rap verse, homie. We in the street now. What's happening?
That's when we use South Central got smoked like
smash. One got smoked like, bruh. And we was on the block, nigga. Watch niggas, we would just so happens a couple of the Watch niggas like the way I held myself. They just don't give a fuck about what you saying. It's how you hold yourself.
That's it.
If you tuck your tail and get the acting, then you probably gonna get into a shindig with these niggas. But I stood up, nigga. It was a rap, nigga. I was talking about some rap shit, my nigga. I'm from East Long Beach, cuz. They said, "Oh, that nigga ain't tripping like that. Be that nigga alone." But that's how it really was. But that's why it's good to have morals and backbones.
Yeah, you was talking some shit though. You said in Inglewood, I'll cause a bloody bash. South Central got smoked like some hash. I remember that shit. I said, damn, this nigga talking real crazy.
Yeah, he was fucking niggas up. That nigga said I'll smash every nigga in Compton.
And that's all I knew. That was just me being me. That's that nigga that used to have to ride the motherfucking 60 to Hollywood every day.
But y'all was really out there battling niggas from every neighborhood like that back then.
Nigga, then had to
corrupt and all of that.
Yeah, then had to make sure when I'm in the studio that I gotta watch the clock because at 12:40 is the last bus going my way. So I gotta be on that last bus leaving Hollywood going downtown LA. And if I miss that, then I'm walking from downtown LA to Long Beach.
Oh, and that could be ugly.
Oh, you see my hand? That was downtown LA, cut from here.
God damn. It get ugly.
Right, so niggas always talk about this rap shit. I mean, it might be sweet for some other niggas, but it was really rough. We was really out there. Niggas was really getting cut and shot and shit. So, fuck it.
It was going down.
So when you see me push up in the Maybach or something, don't think, oh, that nigga lucky because his folks looked out. Nigga, my folks, they looked out for shit. Nigga, I push my line on the block, nigga. You better find out.
Man, well, we appreciate you falling through again.
It's all good.
We appreciate
it's all
you.
good, man. It was fun coming through hollering at my nickels.
For sure.
You did. Next time it's going to be a feat. I'm gonna have you call my agent. We finna go Hollywood.
See how niggas do it?
So we got this last one. I'm gonna have niggas get at my agent shit.
For sure.
That nigga X say, nigga, I'm charging fees next time, nigga. I know what to do. I know what it do.
No,
and y'all know what to do out there, man. Make sure y'all smash that like button, man. Plus subscribe or whatever the fuck is on, man. We appreciate you. We out here. We'll see you next week. We out.
Chill.